Today you will have the pleasure of meeting the 2015 Arkansas 4-H State Officer candidates. I hope that you've had a chance to meet each of them. And now Mallory Perkins, 4-H Ambassador from Lonoke County, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and Caleb Jacobs, 4-H Ambassador from Pope County, will lead the 4-H Pledge. Please stand and remove your hats as we recite the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to bear loyalty, my hands to love service, and my health to bear living, for my club, my community, my country, my world.
Thank you, Mallory and Caleb. We have a special guest today, Dr. Betsy Garrison, the Director of the School of Human and Environmental Sciences in the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences here at the University of Arkansas. She's going to welcome us on behalf of the Bumpers College.
Well, thank you for inviting me here today. Many years ago, I was in your shoes, participating in a similar statewide 4-H program, albeit in California. And then not so long ago, I was also in some of the rest of your shoes as a 4-H agent from a county in Iowa. So it's really special for me to be back here thinking about my own experiences as a 14-year-old at UC Davis, and then again as a 20-something-year-old in Ames, Iowa. There are two topics I wanted to mention to you this afternoon. The first is that it would be remiss of me to not take the opportunity to promote my school, that of Human Environmental Sciences. Its location is in the HOEC building, H-O-E-C building. How many of you were in that building either this week or in the past? Oh, that just makes me proud. Very good. The school is divided into 3 academic areas: apparel, merchandising, and product development, human nutrition and hospitality innovation, and human development and family sciences. Within apparel, merchandising, and product development, we have a single degree program focused on product development and functional design. In our BS program in human development and family sciences, we have 2 concentrations, one in child development and one on lifespan development. We will soon have, and this is really exciting, the state of Arkansas is going to soon license birth to kindergarten teachers. And our program here at the University of Arkansas will have the first licensure program. So think about if you want to become a person who teaches infants to kindergartners, you can come here and get a state certificate in teaching. The third area of human nutrition and hospitality innovation has 2 concentrations, one in dietetics, in which our graduates become registered dietitians, and the other in hospitality innovation, in which our graduates are employed in leadership positions in the hospitality industry, including resorts, hotels, food service, and tourism. So who of you, raise your hands if you toured our commercial kitchens in the HOEC building either today or yesterday? Okay, and you ate some ice cream, right? All right, okay. I hope you are or have considered University of Arkansas Fayetteville as your college of choice, as well as one of the degree programs in my unit. The second topic is about you. I am already convinced that you are going to be successful. And you know why? Because you're here. Here, to me, means setting yourself apart in a good way. Let me repeat that. It's one of my favorite phrases. Being in academia for about 25 years now, you need to set yourself apart in a good way by participating in 4-H at the level you are, at the state level, and maybe even beyond at the regional, national level. So for those of you who aren't soon ending their 4-H careers, keep it up. Keep it up. Set yourself apart in a good way. And I hope to see you next year at this event. For those of you who will soon be ending your 4-H careers, my advice to you is to intentionally use what you learned in 4-H, just like I did, in the next chapter of your life. And if that involves University of Arkansas Fayetteville or close to here, I'd love for you to stop by and visit me in my office in the HOEC building. I am a 4-H alumni. So I just have one more thing to say, and this is so endearing to me, is woo pig suey. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Garrison, for the warm welcome. Now let's give away a door prize. Can I have assistance from a state officer, please? Ryan or somebody? Now, door prize. Carly Allen, come on down. What do you want? All right, one more, couple more. Hey, Maria Eaton? Alicia Watson. And then Lacey Smith. Now, Miss Mary Crumley from the Arkansas 4-H Volunteer Leaders Association is going to present the Papa Top Award.
This year, the Papa Top campaign took on a new light. We, all the Arkansas 4-H adult leaders and youth, and everybody that collected in the county helped a young 4-H'er in her 9-year battle with cancer. The Papa Top campaign gave her parents $1,000 to help with expenses. She lost her battle 2 months later. Sorry. But I want to know, you to know that every county, every 4-H'er who collected the Papa Tops helped this family in their time of need. You should be proud of yourself and give yourself a hand because it was worthwhile. So let's start out a new year of collecting. Collect more Papa Tops so we can help more 4-H'ers. Because this is what the campaign of the Papa Top money goes for, is to help other 4-H'ers in time of need. So you make the difference and help all 4-H'ers who might need it. So collect all you can and bring them up next year, and we'll have a great Papa Top year. This year, I'm going to give out the certificates, first of all, to the Delta District, and there's county that collected the most was Ashley. So would somebody from Ashley come down? Come on down. They got to make up their mind which young lady is going to come down and to get this. There was a total of 774 pounds of Papa Tops collected this year. You think about how little those Papa Tops are and how many pounds that is. My whole pickup is just level with Papa Tops. So it was a great year, but I want to challenge you for more next year. So the next district is the Ouachita District, and that winner is Pike County. Somebody from Pike County come down? Pike County's been collecting a huge amount for many years, and they popped back up to the top in the district this year. And the next district is the Ozark District. And this county brought in quite a few Papa Tops. We got tired of unloading and loading, but we managed, and that was Polk County. The overall winner this year, thank goodness she showed up early because we were tired by the time we got through unloading Crawford counties. So would somebody from Crawford County come down? Come on. Ethan, come on down. Ethan is a big part of this, plus his grandmother is a big supporter of this campaign. And now I get to keep talking a little bit longer, and I promise to make it shorter, is our Leader of the Year Award, Agent of the Year Award, and Program Assistant of the Year Awards. And this year, our Agent of the Year has a lasting impact on the residents of her county. This past year, she has taken responsibility of being the only county agent in the Extension Office. She is responsible for everything from administration to housing. The 4-H clubs are thriving, always busy with workshops, career days, tours, activities that she has planned. Whoop, I gave that away, didn't I? She helped with our district Arama and was a tremendous asset to our Leaders Association and the state office in planning the Ozark District Arama this year. And this year's winner is Nikki Harding. Nikki? The next award I'm going to give out is Program Assistant of the Year. This program assistant has worked 11 years. She is looked upon by her peers as the one to ask or the one to turn to when there are questions about a program or a contest. She as a 4-H member and a leader, she was a 4-H member and a leader and an active member of our association. This program assistant of the year this year is Jerry Joe Ham. Jerry Joe is from Madison County. She was up in the roost today. These are all surprises because they don't know we try to keep it all a very top secret. I called the office the other day to tell her to make sure, the office to make sure she was here. And guess who answered the phone? Jerry Joe. And I went, duh, I made up some excuse for talking to her, and it was like, it caught me by a very big surprise. Our next award is the Leader of the Year. This one I had to put on my glasses, the writing is so small. This leader has worked 14 years in 4-H. She works with her club, the Rabbit Club, the Teen Leader Club, and the New Vet Science Club. She has helped plan the District-O-Rama. This year's Leader of the Year is Sandra Allen from Johnson County. And I called the office and made sure she was coming, and they were not to tell her. I want to challenge you next year to nominate your agent, your program assistant. We have a specialist award or a Leader of the Year award, and we hope that we have many more applications, and it's an honor for our association to be able to honor these people that help out so much. I would like to make one last statement. Washington County this year, their leaders, their team, their 4-Hers help all the time with the Papa Top, 4 hours. And they help collect in the heat and all, and I want to thank them plus the staff who support us and help us out in this endeavor. So thank you very much for Washington County. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Crumley. State 4-H officer elections are a very important part of State-O-Rama. 4-H officers have a responsibility to represent Arkansas 4-H throughout the year at many events, and they take their job very seriously. We're about to hear from our state officer candidates. We will have a chance to vote this afternoon. Remember that there are only candidates for state officer positions. The state 4-H president will come from the officers at large that you elect today. Travis Clark from Faulkner County and Laurel Mel from Benton County have participated in an interview process that will help determine who will serve as state 4-H president. All the candidates this year are very qualified, so please pay close attention and listen to what they have to say during their speeches. This year we have 7 candidates and 4 positions to fill. So be sure to vote for only 4 when you get to the voting machines. The candidates will give their speeches in the order that they appear on the ballot. First to the stage is Haley Burden from Benton County.
Now this is a story all about how my life got turned completely around. And I'd like to take a minute just to say the reason I'm standing in front of you today. In Northwest Arkansas, born and raised on the farms where I spent most of my days, walking the fields and doing my chores, I used to think that there couldn't be more. When a couple of seniors were up to some good, talking about how I could serve in my neighborhood, I got all excited, my mom did too, and said, "We will see what opportunities for it shall have for you." Yeah, you know you want to. you want to keep going, you can. Hi, my name is Haley Burden, and I'm from Benton County. As it turns out, 4-H had a lot of opportunities for me. In the beginning, I thought 4-H was just another way for me to show at the fair. But I was wrong. Through 4-H, I've been given the opportunity to make so many friends all over Arkansas and get to travel to so many places. Through 4-H, I've gotten to go to Washington, D.C., and then Denver, Colorado, and then this Thanksgiving, I'll get to go to Atlanta, Georgia. Throughout 4-H, it has shaped me into the person I am today. Since I was 5 years old, I was always a really shy girl and was one of those people that didn't want to get out in front of people. Well, look at me now. I'm in front of you guys. But honestly, 4-H is just a great organization that can take anybody and then make them who they want to be. And if not, just help them to grow. I am no longer that shy little girl, but now I am an outgoing, responsible, and I'm most importantly, a leader. 4-H has so many opportunities and gave me the opportunity to know and to learn how to lead and serve. And that's why I'm standing here in front of you today. I would like to lead and serve you as your next officer at large. And that way I can help others understand the opportunities 4-H has. And that way I can represent 4-H. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Next, we have Tanner Burks from Madison County.
Hello, my name is Tanner Burks from Madison County. I've been in 4-H since I was in 4th grade, and I've been to 14 different states through 4-H, and I've held many officer positions through 4-H, and I got started cracking a bullwhip about the same time. And the way a bullwhip and 4-H goes together for me is this handle, it holds the whip together. That's like 4-H. It holds me together. 4-H has helped me become the person I am today, and 4-H has helped me become the person I am today, and it helps me be successful and be a better person. This long part is called the thong. It's the support of the whip, the main part. That is my 4-H county agents, my program assistants, and my friends. They've helped make me the person I am today by just helping me reach my goals and making me be the best person that I can be. This white part, it's called the fall. It holds the voice of the whip. It's a tiny little piece of string, really, and it just holds the voice of the whip. And to me, that's my project areas, my community service, my dedication, and the offices I hold. This, I don't know if you can see it, but this little tiny string, that's the voice of the whip. That's what makes the pop. This is all of you. This is all of you. Together, we can make the pop in 4-H and help get 4-H cracking. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanner. Next, we have Travis Clark from Faulkner County.
Darn, this old truck of mine's broken again. This thing is really old, and it takes a few things to keep this thing running smooth and looking nice-ish. Just like this truck, Arkansas 4-H is pretty old, and it takes a few things to keep it nice and looking smooth and running nice. So, I am Travis Clark. I am 18 years old, and I have been in 4-H for 9 years. I am from Faulkner County, and I want to be one of your next state officers. So what does it take to keep this thing running smooth in Arkansas 4-H running smooth? The answer is a little TLC from TLC. No, not Tender Loving Care from Teen Leader Conference, because that wouldn't work. The answer is Tender Loving Care from Travis Lee Clark. And here's how that works. So, I think I need to check up under the hood. It's probably broken. Oh, siblings. Now, Arkansas 4-H doesn't have a motor, but what it takes to keep its engine running smooth is dedication with the state officer team. Last year, I was showing my pig, and I get this text, and it says, I need help with the State Fair Arkansas, the swine skillathon. So what do? Well, I'm tired, I'm sweaty after the end, covered in who knows what, but I go over there and help them get the job done, because I'm dedicated. Also, who wants a truck without wheels? I think I need a few wheels. Now, 4-H doesn't have wheels, but what keeps it running smooth and going down the road? Well, the answer is teamwork within the state officer team. I've had a lot of experience with teamwork. In the county level, I'm part of my teen leaders for the past 4 years. On the state level, I've been an ambassador helping to plan 2 teen leader conferences. And on the national level, I was selected to be on the youth leadership team at last year's National 4-H Conference. I meant Congress, not conference. Now, finally, who wants a bland truck? So I think this bad boy, it's still bland now. These little decals. Now, we can't put a decal on 4-H. What you need is the clean outer image to be from the state officers. And that would be my job as a state officer. My job would be the clean outer image by keeping a positive self-image. Because there's many times that somebody sees a 4-H'er and says, that's what 4-H is, just based on their character. Now, as a state officer, that opportunities are multiplied. So I will be a clean outer image of 4-H. By being dedicated, working as a team, and keeping a positive self-image, that's how I'm going to give Arkansas 4-H a little TLC. So vote for me, Travis Lee Clark, the TLC Arkansas 4-H needs to see.
Thank you, Travis. Next is Mary Alice Cole from Izard County.
Trip. Okay. You look through the viewfinder of your camera and you find the subject of your picture and you focus on that one thing. You focus your camera, you push the button, and snap. Just like that, you have a beautiful picture. Hi, my name is Mary Alice Cole and I'm from Izard County. The word focus comes to mind on a lot of things in 4-H. On that program or project, on that heifer or ewe in the county fair, or even State-O-Rama every July. The F in focus stands for friends. No, not the SpongeBob song. F is for friends who do stuff to get, please sing it with me. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea. No, the 4-H friends, the 4-H friends that you call in the middle of the night because you need somebody to talk to. The 4-H friends that you call because you need help making a tough decision. I would do anything for my 4-H friends. The U in focus, the O in focus, maybe I can spell. The O in focus stands for obligation. It is my obligation as your next state officer to put all my duties as a state officer first and foremost before all other things in my life. 4-H has been my obligation for the past 4 years. The C in focus stands for tacos. Just like Chaco support your foot in your busy 4-H season, I want to support Arkansas in anything that they do. The U in focus stands for unique. Each and every person in this room is unique in their own way. And as your next state officer, I want to know what makes you unique. The letter S in focus stands for C. The C in the dictionary means to look at or to understand. As a fellow 4-H'er, I understand the difficulties that you go through, whether it's writing your first speech, working on your record book, or even writing your state officer speech. And I want to see you grow as a 4-H'er. So please vote for me, Mary Alice Cole, as your next state officer at large. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Alice. Now we have Laurel Mel from Benton County.
I know there are many different things that make a person successful. I know the biggest thing for me has been 4-H. I know that without my involvement in community service and leadership activities on the club, county, state, and national level, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I know that my closest friends are sitting in this room right now and are ready to serve their clubs, communities, country, and world, and I know that I want to serve along with you. I know that each of you exhibits amazing leadership and service, but the biggest thing that you exhibit is passion for 4-H. Passion is what drives success. Passion is the best way to encourage others to make the best better. So let me, Laurel Mayo, a 10-year member from Benton County, tell you about my passion. When I walk into club meetings, this is what I see. Everybody stops and they're staring at me. I got clovers on my pants and I ain't afraid to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm 4-H and I know it. Woo! Every clap. I'm 4-H and I know it. When I'm doing my skills, I know my knowledge is gonna build. When I'm at events, I learn not to be too intense. This is how I roll. Come on, 4-H'ers, it's time to grow. We're headed to new places. Don't be nervous. We're making the best better with our community service. Hey, look at that project. Whoa, look at that project. Hey, look at that project. I wear green. Hey, look at that project. Hey, look at that project. Whoa, look at that project. I wear green. Just like you, 4-H is my passion. 4-H isn't just a club or an activity, it's a lifestyle. We are 4-H, and we know it. And I know that I have the passion to be one of your next state 4-H officers. So help make me one of your winners, yeah. Winner, yeah. Winner, yeah. Winner. So vote for me, Laurel Mayo, as one of your 2015-2016 Arkansas State 4-H officers. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurel. Next is Aaron Morris from Sevier County.
I don't have no arrows. Just it's okay. It's not always the past that sets you apart from the rest, but also the future. What would your future be like if you could be anything you wanted? Would you be a super athlete, a model, a scientist, or would you be a person that everybody likes and wants to be their friend? I'm Aaron Morris. Each one of us is unique in our own way. Some are shy, some are outgoing, and some are in the middle. We each have a special gift to help us in our future plans. I fall somewhere in the middle. I'm not an overly outgoing person, but I'm encouraging and willing to go the extra mile to help someone who needs help. I call Sevier County home. Being a member and officer of 3 Sevier County clubs, I have gained and experienced skills that prepared me to be a first-class state officer. It's no surprise that community service was a big strong point of mine. I work at the nursing home residents, hospital patients, and do yard work for senior citizens. And I promote 4-H by speaking to community organizations and my local government. And I believe the greatest qualities of a leader is looking to the future. I have a vision and desire to grow 4-H in Arkansas to its full potential. Being a third-generation 4-H'er, I have tremendous support from my family. And my desire for the future begins by what past 4-H'ers started, encouraging fellow 4-H'ers to become ambassadors and to run for local, district, and state office. You have to work to build something different. You have to make something new and to create a better future for your community and your state. Remember, it's not always the past that sets you apart from the future. So let's aim towards the future for Arkansas 4-H and elect Aaron Morris as your next officer at large.
Thank you, Aaron. Last but not least is Ethan Williams from Crawford County.
How is everyone today? I'm doing pretty good. Today I'm here to ask y'all to be your next officer at large. I think what qualifies me for this is because I've been in 4-H for the past 12 years. 4-H has taught me several things. The main thing it's taught me, though, is leadership. It's taught me leadership by me going to CWF in a few weeks back, and it's taught me a whole lot more than that. This past Thanksgiving, I noticed that there was a lot of people that wouldn't be getting Thanksgiving meals. So I collected turkeys, all the other stuff for a Thanksgiving meal, and gave it to 10 families around my local area. And that's why I think I'd be a good officer at large. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Ethan.
Let's give all of our state officer candidates a round of applause for an excellent job on their speeches and for taking on a new challenge to strengthen their leadership skills. Good luck to the candidates. Remember, you can only vote for 4 candidates. Again, this year, you will cast your vote using authentic electronic voting machines provided by the Washington County Clerk's Office. Vote in Maple Hill, South Room 145 from 4:30 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. today. There are signs set up in the courtyard to show you the way. Make sure to take your voter ID cards because you'll be required to show them to the election worker. Don't forget to sign your card. Vote at your earliest convenience to make sure that you cast your vote before the voting period ends. Be sure and thank the staff from the Washington County Clerk's Office for bringing the machines and helping you vote. It's time to give away another door prize.
Jonathan Kelly, Randolph County. Jonathan Kelly. Sorry, we couldn't hear it up. Journey Wilson, Benton County.
Okay.
Don't forget, it's not too late to take part in our social media contest. We have so many different ways to win. Use hashtag Arkansas Electric Co-op and hashtag It's Our Time to qualify to win for one of our fabulous prizes that we're giving away this year. It could be a Fitbit, an iPod Shuffle, iTunes gift cards, and many more. Plus, you can upload a fun candid photo to our app for a chance to win a new Samsung Smart HD TV.
Farm Credit has been gracious enough to sponsor our guest speaker, Mr. Hoan Du. Our speaker today has been speaking professionally for over 7 years. Hoan Du has spoken across North America and is an acclaimed author, the recipient of the Verizon Wireless Motivator Award, and a competitor in the NBC hit show American Ninja Warrior. In addition to speaking, Hoan enjoys constantly being mistaken for a high school student. Recognized as the best youth mentor by the International Examiner, please help me welcome Mr. Hoan Du.
I'm curious, by a show of hands, how many have friends that are talented? Maybe they're athletes, maybe they're gifted academically, maybe they're artists. Okay. So it's my first year in school, and I begin to realize that all my new friends are amazingly talented. I mean, they could sing, dance, play a musical instrument, you name it, they could do it. And personally for me, I was jealous. Why? Because the school put together a talent show, and all my friends could be a part of it, whereas I could not. Because the only thing I was really good at was that I could wrestle. Do you have any wrestlers here, or do you have any friends that wrestle? Show of hands. Okay. I want to share something really important. Wrestling takes a lot of skill, but it's not really a talent. Why? Because you can sing in public, you can dance in public, but you can't go outside and start grabbing random people and begin wrestling them. I mean, you can, a little awkward. So after the talent show's over, I said, you know what? I need a talent. So I enrolled into acting. Anyone here ever taking drama or acting? Make some noise for me. Okay. For those who haven't, it's okay. I just want to share with you, it's exceptionally difficult. Why? Because all the assignments push you outside of your comfort zone. I'll give you an example. I remember we're about halfway through the semester. Teacher sits us down. He says, guys, our next assignment is unlike anything we've ever done. It is called the Rock Star Assignment. And at this point in time, my confidence was at an all-time high. So I'm like, Mr. Campbell, bring it. He then says, for this assignment, you must choose a song you not normally listen to, choreograph a dance, and then lip sync it in front of the entire class. In that moment, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? I'm walking home from school, I'm like, dude, what if I embarrass myself? What if I look stupid? What if my friends make fun of me? And all these what ifs start going through my head, but as I get home, I come up with this brilliant idea. I'm thinking, I don't have to do this assignment. I'm just going to figure out how many points it is worth. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I'm going to skip this assignment and make up those points doing something else. So I get home, I find my syllabus, Rockstar assignment, 100 points. Underneath, though, I notice in big, bold letters, it says, you must do this assignment to pass the class. In that moment, I realized I had a difficult decision to make. Was I going to pursue my goal of learning how to act, but more than likely embarrass myself in the process? Or was I going to let my fears, my doubts, other people's thoughts hold me back from achieving my goal? The reason why I share this story with you is because I feel that's a lot like life. You personally may not want to learn how to act, but maybe for you, it's getting a 4.0 in school next year. Maybe for you, it's placing in your event for 4-H. Maybe for you, it's applying to your dream school and getting in. Or maybe for you, it's simply saying hello to that cute guy or girl that you've noticed at the state conference. You laugh because you know it's true. regardless of your goals in life, as you pursue them, you're always going to have these moments where you're like, oh my gosh, can I really do this? These moments that cause doubt. And I want to share with you that I believe your ability to succeed doesn't come down to what's happening in your life, your skin color, your background, your age, but rather it comes down to the choices you make. And with the very short, limited time I have here, I want to share with you why I believe the most important decision that can make an impact not only in your success as 4-Hers, but also your success in life. But before I share that with you, I want to be very upfront. I want you to know I'm not here as a speaker to lecture to you. Why? Because it's never fun for someone to talk at you. Maybe you're sitting in school, teachers talking to you. Also, you get in trouble by your boyfriend or girlfriend, get in trouble by your parents. It's not fun for someone to talk at you. So I want you to know I'm more here as like an older brother. You know, like a funny, cool, amazingly good-looking, and humble older brother that's just here to have a conversation. But to have a conversation, you need at least how many people? Help me out. 2. So there'll be times I'll be asking you questions. In return, if it relates to you, yell back the answer. There'll be times I ask you to raise your hands. If it relates to you, raise your hand. Why? Because if we can have a conversation where we go back and forth, I guarantee time will fly by, we'll have a lot more fun, and you'll take more away from our time here together. So if you're up for making this less of a lecture, more of a conversation, do me a favor. Go and put both your hands out like this, motion me like this, and say, Juan, let's have a conversation. Can't believe you guys did that. So here's the thing is, there's many things I appreciate about 4-H. One of the things is it has an opportunity to more people involved at different age groups. So I know we have a wide spectrum of ages, whether very young to those who are adults. And regardless of where you fall into that spectrum, one thing I realized that is a constant throughout is that life at every stage can be stressful. Would you agree with that? Yes or no? And let me tell you something. The most common advice I hear is if you're stressed out, you just need to have a positive attitude. If you heard this advice before, do me a favor. Go and cross your arms like this. Look at the person next to you and be like, I heard that before. Let me tell you something. That is the worst advice ever. Why? Because it's easier said than done. Have any of you had one of those weeks in school where everything that could go wrong goes wrong? It's Sunday night, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I was working on my project, 4-H. I was working, volunteering. I just need a break. All of a sudden back here, you're like, oh my gosh, that paper, oh my gosh. You pull an all-nighter, you finish that paper. You're so tired. You turn the paper. Your eyes are so heavy, you can barely keep it open. You go to your next class. Teacher gives you back your test. You totally bomb the test. You do horrible. Not only are you tired, now you're upset at yourself. You go to your next class. Teacher yells out, pop quiz. For real? Oh. You're tired, you're angry, now you're stressed out. You're sitting down at lunch, you're having a horrible day. Your friend sees you, they come over. Hey, you okay? No, I'm not. What's wrong? I'm having a horrible day. You know what? You just need to have a positive attitude. You're thinking, you just need to shut up. Because that's not helping my situation right now. So here's the thing is, one, I think having a positive attitude, it's easier said than done. Life's challenging. But the second mistake, I think, is that so many times we think when we're involved in an amazing organization like 4-H, where we have to be leaders at our schools and communities, we think, I have to always be positive. Nothing's wrong with me. The second problem is that so many people will pretend that everything's okay. They put on a mask. They put on a front like, everything's fine. But inside, they feel horrible. Give you an example. My best friend, when we were living together in college, he comes home from class. I know instantly that something's wrong. Why? Door slammed shut. Boom. He walks to a room. He takes his textbooks. He's huffing. He's puffing. He runs across the room, takes his books, launches it against the wall. Books hits the wall. I turn around. Hey, Chris, you okay? I'm fine! Obviously, you are. I then notice on the ground his cell phone broken in half. I'm thinking, dude, if that's what you do when you're feeling fine, let me know when you're feeling awesome. Because I don't want any of my stuff near you. And after talk for a couple minutes, he then became honest. He said, Juan, truthfully, man, school's tough. We're going through some family trials right now, and my girlfriend and I aren't getting along. Life's difficult. And what I want to share with you is that if you're going through a tough time, the one decision that can make the greatest impact in your life, the ability to succeed, is rather than always trying to have a positive attitude, is making the decision to have the right attitude. What that means is when things happen in life, number one, you always acknowledge how you feel. How many of you feel stressed out because you have no idea what you want to do when you finish with school? I want you to know it's okay to be stressed out. How many of you feel overwhelmed because you constantly have so many things on your plate? I want you to know it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Why? Because we're like soda cans. What happens is we go throughout the year, all of a sudden things shake us up. All of a sudden something happens with our family. Something happens at school. Maybe you have a difficult class. You don't get that job that you want, or you didn't do as well as your competition event. Life shakes us up. And what happens is like a soda can. If you keep shaking up the can and you open it up, what happens? Explodes. And unfortunately, that's what happens to too many people. So if you feel yourself feeling stressed out, you're going through a life challenge, it's okay. Acknowledge how you feel. Tell somebody, journal it, but acknowledge how you feel, because that's how you let the tension or the carbonation outside of your body. Second thing you do is don't make the situation worse than it is. I'm not sure about you, but sometimes it's so easy to be like, oh my gosh, this didn't work out. This is like the worst day of my life ever. My life's ruined, right? And for me, I realized it's okay to have a pity party. But after you cry a river, you got to build a bridge and get over it. Third step, you got to do something. Sure, you can clap for that. Cry, wipe the tears, move on. Third step is to feel different, you must do something different. I'll give you an example. A lot of times when I have an opportunity to connect with amazing individuals or yourselves, people are like, Juan, I'm so stressed out. Like, I'm so worried about finding a job. It's so competitive. It's so scary. And I say, well, here's my advice. It's all about real-world experience. Think about this. When you get your driver's license, how many tests do you have to take? 2. A written and a driving test. If you ace your written but fail your driving, do you get your license, yes or no? And guess what? It's the same thing with life. It's important to do well in school, but it's equally as important to have tangible experience. And that's why I'm a huge fan of 4-H. It's about learning through doing. It's not just about reading on public speaking, but practicing it. It's not about working, taking care of animals. It's actually not only reading it, but actually physically doing it, and you can talk from experience. So as you gain more real-world experience, it gives you ideas to talk about and to illustrate that you've done these type of things before. Does that make sense, yes or no? Okay. So here's the important thing, though. I talk about having the right attitude. All of you know the importance of attitude. You've had speakers come year after year, and I've noticed every speaker talks about attitude, but none of them shows you how to have great attitude or how to change it when times are tough. Because how many would agree that when things are great, yeah, it's easy to feel awesome. But when things are challenging, what do? Oh, you just got to be positive. That's not practical. So I want to give you a technique you can use anytime to help you to change your attitude when times are tough. This technique, I call it changing the radio station. Imagine this. You jump in your car, your favorite song pops on the radio. What do? You turn it up. Some of you start singing, some of you start dancing, you feel good. All of a sudden, though, the song ends. Next song is a horrible, annoying, whack song that kills the mood. Do you continue listening, or do you change the station? What do? Change the station. Well, here's the thing. Whether you know it or not, we all have radio stations up here. Oftentimes, though, it plays whack songs. Songs that sound like this. Come on, be real. You can't do that because you're not smart enough. You can't do that because you're not athletic enough. Because you're not popular enough. Because you're not old enough. Because you're not young enough. Because you're not something enough. And unfortunately, we're never taught how to change this radio station up here. I remember going through high school. On the surface, things looked perfect. I was a 3.7 GPA student. I was top 10 in wrestling. I got accepted to go to Pepperdine University down in Malibu, California. I was prom king, all that stuff. But what people did not see was sad, and I was depressed. Why? Because my whack song was that I was never good enough. And because of that song, my self-esteem was based on how I compared with other people. I struggled with math. I remember taking pre-calculus, and I was getting so frustrated because my friends would breeze through the class. So I went to tutoring before school. I stayed afterwards, but for some reason, I just could not get it. And I got so frustrated. I was thinking, what's wrong with me? Boom, Juan, it's because you're not good enough. I remember going to the state tournament. I lost my first match. It was my second match, double elimination. Guy was on the top. I was on bottom. I just need to escape to get the point and win. 3 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. I get up, hip heist out, push him back. Ref raises my hand. I get the point. I'm running off the mat, so excited. He yells my name. I turn around, and I see him going back to the score table. He takes the point back. I don't know why, but now we're in overtime, so we're matched up. First person scores wins. We reset, get ready to go. I step back. I shoot in. But as I shoot in, I slip. Guy gets on top of me. He gets the 2 points. He wins. I remember sitting on the side of the mat, tears rolling down my cheeks, and I was just thinking to myself, what went wrong? I think about all the moments that I sacrificed, where summers where I go to wrestling camps. I think about waking up early in the morning to go to the weight room or staying late after practice. I start thinking about all those weekends I gave up for this moment. And all I can think of myself is, what did I do wrong? Boom, Juan, it's because you weren't good enough. And I remember, for me, I got so frustrated, so upset, where I was thinking, if I'm never going to be good enough, why should I continue trying? And I remember throughout parts of high school and college where I had suicidal thoughts because for me, I was just never good enough. Fortunately, there's a caring adult, like the ones involved in your 4-H. And this adult reached out to me, and he helped me to realize that that whack song in my radio station, that negative self-talk, wasn't true. The reason I share this with you is because we all have whack songs playing in our radio stations. My question is, what songs are playing in yours? Is your song about your ability to lead at your school? Is your whack song about your personal relationships? About your ability to succeed in the future? What's that negative self-talk you have going through your radio station? Because what I've realized is that these songs are written by something that happened in our past. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe someone said something you made fun of, or maybe you had a setback in life. And unfortunately, you can't change that. The past is the past. But what's incredible is that everything moving forward, you can make a decision. Because why? Because your past doesn't predict your future. The mistakes you've made do not define who you are, and your past setbacks does not predict your future success. Oftentimes, your biggest breakdowns in life can provide your biggest breakthroughs in life as long as you make the decision to change that station. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, when you find stuff, that negative self-talk going through your head, this is what you do. You say, hold up, that is whack. Somebody looking around right now? No one? That was whack. I know it looks silly, but it works for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's so silly, it makes you laugh. And when you laugh, do you feel better, yes or no? And here's the thing, when you feel better, you can make better decisions than when you're stressed out. Because how many would you agree that when you're stressed out, oftentimes you say things and do things you do not mean? So number 1, you feel better. Number 2 reason why it works, it is so random. It will make you temporarily forget about what's stressing you out. For example, you're sitting down at lunch, having a good time, talking with your friend. All of a sudden, you notice at the corner of your eye that cute girl or guy from one of your classes. As you're talking to your friend, you can't help but realize is that your head is slowly moving over so that you can appreciate the beauty that is in front of you. Your friend's talking to you, you don't hear a single word. Friend gets so mad they hit you in your shoulder. Why'd you hit me? What's stressing you out? I'm sorry, I totally forgot what we're talking about. Ever happen, buddy, here? Show of hands. For those who raised their hands, thank you for your honesty. For those who didn't, you're liars. JK, no, not really. So when you say hold up, that is whack, that's like you changing the station in your car, but in real life. But just like in your car, if you don't like a song, you change station, but to one that you actually like, right? So how do you do that in life? Simple. You say, hold up, that is whack because the truth is, then you give yourself a reason. Give you an example from my life. I remember, so last year I had the opportunity to compete on a show called American Ninja Warrior. For those who don't know, it's a very intense obstacle course race. Thank you. So it's intense, and it's a week before we go down to compete in Venice Beach, and I'm thinking, dude, I haven't been on a trampoline like forever, and they're gonna have those on the show, so I should probably practice on one. So I go to this trampoline place, I'm jumping, I'm like, whoa, oh man, I gotta get used to this again. And as I'm like trying to get used to it, all of a sudden I hear this like 5-year-old boy like screaming, because he's like jumping like 15 feet in the air. I'm thinking, oh man, my self-esteem is dropping very quickly. Think of something, Juan, quick. Turn to my left, this girl doing backflips. I'm like, Juan, quickly, now. So I see the wall, there's trampolines on the side diagonally, so you can run and bounce off of it. I'm thinking, dude, that's not cool enough. I'm gonna be a ninja. I have to do something cooler. So if you guys remember or have seen the movie The Matrix, I'm like, dude, I can scale the wall, right? Just run off the wall, Neo style. So I go, I run, I kick off the wall, but as I kick off, I land on the trampoline. As I land though, all of a sudden, I give about feet down, I lean forward and just snap, my ankle pops. And I was thinking, you gotta be kidding me. Like, all these whack songs start going through my head. It's like 5 days for competition, I can't walk. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I realized I had to change my station. So I looked at myself, and I was like, Juan, hold up. That is whack. Why? Because the truth is, man, you got swag. And I said that, and I was like, yeah, I do. Here's the thing. I don't know you personally, but what I do know is that you've gone through challenges in your life, yes or no? And you also overcome challenges. What's interesting is that when we're stressed out, we can only focus on the challenge in front of us. Also, oh my gosh, I'm running late to this important meeting. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get in trouble. Oh my gosh, I didn't well this test. I didn't get this job. We panic, and we just get stuck in that moment. So when you say, hold up, that is whack, it makes you laugh, and it helps you to mentally take a step back and say, you know what, that's whack, because the truth is, this is a tough week in school. But in reality is, I remember last semester, that 1 week was 10 times more difficult. And I made it through perfectly fine. And if I can make it through that week, I know I can make it through this week. Also, you might have a challenge with the people in your life, friends or family. You're thinking, dude, I don't think we can make it through this. But you're like, hold up, that is whack, because the truth is, I'm really stressed out right now. I'm scared. But the truth is, 5 years ago, we went through something that felt so impossible. But we made it through as a family. We made it through this friendship. Because of that, we're stronger. If we can make it through that event 5 years ago, I'm confident I can make it through this. See, it's not about positive thinking and making up thoughts like, oh, I can do this, but it's just you going back to your long-term memory, reminding yourself of things you've actually done to give yourself the confidence to deal with challenges you're facing right now. Does that make sense? Yes or no? This is what's critical, though, is that when you change the station, you have to continue playing new songs. You have to give yourself reasons why you can make it through it, reasons why that negative self-talk isn't true. The reason behind this is that because when you hear a whack song on the radio, like a One Direction song, if you change the station only one time, the song will still be stuck in your head. It's the story of my life. I take her home. Man, don't pretend like you don't know the lyrics. So you're like, hold up, that is whack. Change station. So back to my example, I was like, man, hold up, that is whack, because I eat problems like this for breakfast. Hold up, that is whack, because the bigger the setback, the bigger the comeback. Man, hold up, that is whack, because I'm a lean, mean, butt-kicking machine. And here's the thing, when you say things out loud with confidence, you become what I call lethally confident. This type of confidence, when you're working like on a group project, all of a sudden like your group members are like, oh my gosh, we can't do this. And you look around, move. Get out the way. I got this. That's lethal confidence. And here's the thing is after that situation, I changed the station. 5 days before we went on, we did 3 hours of therapy every single day. Cool laser therapy, acupuncture, physical therapy. Eventually, we went on the show, and we made it through the regionals and made it to the city finals, where I was on NBC for about 7 or 8 seconds last year. So here's my point. Changing station works. But around me talking about it, I want you to experience it for yourself. What's the whack song playing your radio station right now? What's that negative self-talk going through your head? I want you to repeat after me. Hold up. That is whack. Man, that effort was whack. Be honest with me. Scale from 1 to 10, 10 being as a group, we gave it our all. Was that a 10? No. Important follow-up question. Why not? Juan, I'm tired. I wasn't ready. I came to this conference to make friends, not lose friends. Whatever your reasoning, I've done this all across North America, from elementary school kids to business professionals. And what I realize is that, yeah, you may be tired, you don't care, it's silly, but in the end, it's like, dude, this is stupid. Why is it stupid? Well, what if I get judged? What if I look silly? And it's worrying about what people think. And what I want to share with you is, unfortunately in life, we're always going to be judged. But what is fortunate is you have the choice to let go of the thoughts of people who are not important to you and only focus on thoughts on people who are actually important to your life. But just like having the right attitude or changing your attitude, it's one of those things that's easier said than done. So what's helped me with letting go of other people's thoughts is acting in spite of fear, meaning having courage. And I think it's like flexing a muscle, right? Maybe there's things you want to do, whether it's like run for a state officer, maybe it's talk to somebody, apply for something. What happens is that you're scared to do it. You're scared before, during, and afterwards. But the more times you do it, the easier it gets. The more time you exercise that muscle, the stronger it gets. I want to give you the opportunity to flex that muscle called courage and to really feel the technique and to see if it works for you. If you don't think it works, you don't have to ever do it again. But for the sake of our time, knowing that we have 500 plus leaders from all across Arkansas, I know if you came from all across during the summertime for this, that from a scale from 1 to 10, that you're a level 10 leader. Is that agreed upon, yes or no? Okay, so I'm going to give you a second chance. Here's the challenge, though. You have to go all out, okay? Level 10 as a group. Are you guys up for that challenge? Woo! I'm so convinced. Are you up for the challenge, yes or no? That's what I'm talking about. So, to get the full effect of technique, 2 important steps. Step 1, without talking, stand up. Step 2, you must include the hand motion. This is critical for this to work. Bonus step, extra credit, go and insert a little attitude. And ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about, okay? So here's the thing. This time I'm going to be so loud the entire campus can hear us. Again, you're like, oh, it's silly, don't do this. Just do it for 30 seconds. If you don't want to do it again, you don't have to, but just see if it works. Just give yourself the opportunity, 30 seconds, to go full out. If you start getting nervous, just stare at the ceiling because no one will stare back. Okay? So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to clap it up to warm us up. What's going to happen, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. After I count to 3, then I'll say, hold up, and then you start repeating after me. Make sense? Cool. Clap it up. 1, 2, 3. Hold up. That is whack. Because I am the bomb. Hold up. That is whack. Because I eat problems for breakfast. Hold up. That is whack. Because it's our time. Because it's our time. Because it's our time. Hold up. That is whack. Because I got swag. Give the person next to you a high five and have a seat. If you can hear me, clap once. Hear me clap twice. Okay. Did that feel a little silly? Yes or no? Yes. For the most part, people say yes. But do you feel better, whether it's more relaxed, more confident, more silly, more energy overall than just a couple seconds was yes or no? Here's my thing. I started speaking back in 2008. I wrote a book called Succeeding in the Real World, What School Won't Teach You. Why? Because I wanted to share practical advice that will help young people from another young person, things I can actually use in life. And for me, life is complicated. So I know this is silly, but it works. And I'd rather be silly for a brief second and be like, oh, wow, I'm not stressed out. I can go on with my day and do what I need to do, than be like, I'm too cool for this. I'm going to continue being stressed out, right? So anytime you feel overwhelmed, like let's say for the rest of this conference, all of a sudden you meet a new friend, all of a sudden they're having a tough day, be like, hold up, that is whack. Help them change their station. Chaperones, adults, if any members give you some lame excuse, oh, I'm running late for this, oh, I'm so sorry. Hold up, that is whack. It's universal, it works both ways. What's interesting and you got to pay attention to is that the thing that usually holds you back from achieving your goal is that whack song. That's a single thing. All of a sudden, you have that little voice in your head, that song playing. And once you make the decision to change the station, realize it's not about later, it's about your times right now, then things happen. But what it comes down to is you changing that radio station. Now, as our time winds down, I realized I never finished that story at the beginning. Remember? The one with the acting class, the Rockstar assignment? Do you want to know what happened? Yeah. Okay. So before I share it, I want to make two mentions. First is, for me, what I enjoy most is not the speaking aspect, but the connecting aspect. So I'll be here for a little bit afterwards. Usually I'm staying for longer for conferences, but unfortunately I got to head back home for a different event. That's the only reason why I have to head out earlier than I normally do. But I'll be here afterwards, and if you want, you can stay in contact with me on the screen where you can stay connected to my website. You can go to thatiswhack.com, for real. That is whack. My social media, Juan Doe, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, juandoe.com. If you enjoy what you heard and you guys bring speakers to your schools, I'd love to hang out more. So in the back, I actually have free postcards. You guys can take one so we can stay in touch. Also, you can write your info down back there. Also, I brought some of these where if you want, I think about like 25 or so, if you want to purchase, we have copies of my book and then That Is Whack shirts. So if you want to purchase one, if not, that's totally cool. Come by, get a postcard, say hi, give me a high five, a hug, whatever floats your boat. And then lastly, before I share the story, is that I want to acknowledge a group of people here where these individuals put so much effort and time away from their families, their personal lives to make this an enriching and hopefully a life-changing experience for you guys. So what I like to do is I like to have all the Arkansas 4-H staff, all the agents, go and stand up for me. All the chaperones that are here donating time is stand up so we can see you, and we're going to make some noise and acknowledge you for all the work you did. All right. Oh, totally forgot. So I do this. We'll give you guys a quick shout out. So usually when I'm at events, I usually can't take a lot of pictures. So usually I rely on people tagging pictures, and I kind of make a collage for Instagram. But I'll do that. I haven't done this for a while, but for you guys, I will, because you guys are a special group. I'll do a video shout out. So this will go on my Facebook. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to say, I'm going to first say, hey, Juan Doe here, Arkansas 4-H. What time is it? I'll turn to you guys. You'll say, it's our time, and then you start screaming, making noise. Make sense? Cool. All right, hold on a quick second. You stand up after I say, whose time is it? You say our time, then you guys can go crazy. All right? So hold on a quick second. Arkansas 4-H. What time is it? Here we are. Awesome. Cool. We'll post that a little later. All right, so I was contemplating back and forth. Should I do this assignment? Should I not? Should I do it? And I said, you know what? I always tell people, don't let fear hold you back. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't follow my own advice. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. But here's the thing. If I'm going to do this assignment, I'm going to go all out. So the song I chose was Hey Mickey. You guys know Pitch Perfect? Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey. So I called my friend Janine up, who was a cheerleader at our school. And I'm like, hey Janine, random question. I was wondering, can I borrow your cheerleading outfit? What? Oh this is the story about, can I borrow your outfit, please? You can borrow it as long as you promise me you will not stretch it out. Janine, I promise. After putting on the skirt, I was like, whew, that was a lot tighter than I expected. So rather than put on a top, I grabbed another shirt. And here's the thing, I didn't know anything about cheerleading. So what I do, I got the Bring It On movie and watched it. So I'm learning my moves, and before I know it, it's the day of the assignment. I'm getting nervous. Teacher yells out, hey, Juan, you ready? Mr. Campbell, ready as I ever will be. Oh, wait, I forgot something. It just got turned up. So after I do this assignment, I'm thinking, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. But as I look back, I'm really glad I did it. Why? Because it taught me about success. You see, I was so scared to do this assignment. I was thinking, Juan, you can't be scared. You gotta be positive. But I'm thinking, when I say I gotta be positive, the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, you were scared. And I realized being an outstanding leader, to be able to succeed, doesn't come down to always being like, oh, I'm the best, I got this handled, but it's being real. It's not having a positive attitude, it's having the right attitude, acknowledging how I felt, not making it worse than it is, and then from there, doing something to change my situation. So my hope through the rest of this conference and going to the school year, that you guys realize your ability to succeed in 4-H, succeed in school and life, all that stuff in the past doesn't matter. Where you come from, what you have or don't have, your age, your background, what does matter is you just making that decision to letting go of all those whack songs and change your station by saying, thank you guys so much for your time. Come by, say hello.
ends. Thank you, Mr. Dew. What great life lessons for us. We appreciate you being here today. That's why your Karen State officers would like to share a few thoughts as they reflect on their years this year as a state 4-H officer. Up first, we have Brian Grubbs from Pike County.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to get through as much of this without crying. But if I start crying, guys, just bear with me, okay? Okay. All right. So, this past year serving as a state officer has been beyond what I have ever expected it to be. I'm so thankful that each of you gave me the opportunity to serve you and help continue to make the best better. I certainly could not have asked for a better team to serve with. From our first officer team meeting, I knew great things would happen. You each will hold a special place in my heart. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity to become so close with each of you. The memories that we have shared will stay with me forever. Although this year wouldn't have been possible without my officer team, I have just a few people I would like to thank. Mom, I'm so thankful that you've always encouraged me to push beyond what I thought I could do. My 4-H experience wouldn't have been possible without you. You have motivated me and helped make me into the young woman that I am. Your never-ending love and support have really made my dreams come true. The state office staff, I really want to give a special thanks to Brian and Miss Angie and Lance Blythe for all of their work this year and for constantly being with us and helping us through the hard times that we went through. But I'm so glad that I've had the opportunity to work alongside you through this year. You all have made this year a breeze. Thank you for always helping us whenever we needed anything. You guys really are the best. I'd also like to thank my extension agent and my 4-H program assistant who couldn't be here due to other things, for always encouraging me and helping me whenever I needed them. And last but not least, I want to thank God, because without him, none of this would have been possible. So as I say goodbye to this chapter in my life and enter another, I really am so pleased to have served as one of your state officers at large. I'm glad to say that y'all are my 4-H family and the absolute best. Thank you guys for such an amazing year.
Let's give her another round of applause, please. Next is Lauren Leonard from Benton County.
Okay, I'm also going to try and get through this without crying. Thank you, Grayson. Grayson passed out tissues, so we're prepared now. In 4-H, we meet new people all the time. Some become our greatest friends, and some we never see again, but we wouldn't know who would have significance in our life if we didn't go up and say hello. The many hellos we give and receive may seem small, but the impact they have is never something we should overlook. As State-O-Rama comes to an end, it may seem like we are just saying goodbye, but it's really just a new hello. There are many people that I owe my success to. I would like to start by saying thank you to Brian, Lance, and Miss Angie for all of their encouragement and help this last year. I would also like to thank my extension agents for all of their help. Miss Janice and Jessica, you are two of the most incredible people I have ever met. I would definitely not be where I am today without both of you. Thank you so much for all of your encouragement and for always pushing me. Thank you for always encouraging me to make new goals for myself and truly pushing me to challenge myself to accomplish things I never thought were possible. Working with the officer team this last year has been one of the most incredible experiences I've gotten the opportunity to be a part of. The memories we made together as a team and the things we accomplished will always hold a special place in my heart. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to serve with. Over this last year, we became more than a team. We're a family. I love you guys so much, and I am so blessed to have gotten to spend this time with you. John Quincy Adams once said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." The ability to inspire is the mark of a true leader. So I hope that as you go on to your future endeavors, that you take time to not only inspire those around you, but you take time to say hello. You never know what that hello may lead to. Thank you all so much for giving me the opportunity to serve as one of your state officers. I can't wait to see what you all accomplish in the future. Thank you.
Let's give her another round of applause, please. And last, we have Laurel Mayo from Benton County.
Each and every one of us has something that makes us who we are. We were made to be unique and true to ourselves. For me and many of you in this room, 4-H has helped us to become who we are today. Now, I know we hear this a lot, but sometimes I don't think we realize how true this really is. I joined 4-H when I was 9. I was hesitant at my first meeting, but as time went on, I knew that I was in the right place. Being surrounded by people that cared just as much about my ambitions as their own made it much easier to get out of my comfort zone. I've been blessed beyond what I deserve to have the support that I do. Crap, this sucks. Okay. All right. First, I would like to thank all of you in this room for being the amazing individuals that you are and making my experience the best I could ask for. I am proud to say I have the best 4-H family in the world. I wouldn't be here today without the unending support of my extension agents, Miss Janice Schaffner and Jessica Street. From the long nights studying for events to me calling, asking a million questions on absolutely everything, your support has been amazing in my many years of 4-H. Another group I need to thank is my fellow officers. This year has been the best experience of my life. I've never met a more caring, kind, and giving group of people, and I am extremely blessed to call them some of my best friends. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, my wonderful family that has been there for me and pushed me through anything I came across. Okay. Okay. My mom and dad exemplify what I think true leadership is, willing to sacrifice their own needs and ambitions to help those around them. I owe every ounce of my success and opportunity to them. Okay, all right, I'll get through. I could never have dreamed of being where I am today without their love and support in everything that I do. Okay. I got it, I can do it. Oh man. I have something really cool to say, but I want you to understand what I'm saying. Okay? I just want to leave you with a little advice. Life is a one-shot deal. The worst feeling we can possibly have is regret. Looking back and saying, I wish I would have, or what if I did? So just go do. Do you, the only way you know how. Do it loud and do it proud. I love each and every one of you. I know you'll continue to do amazing things and continue to make the best better in your clubs, communities, country, and world.
Let's give her another round of applause. And now for some announcements. The first place activity winners are all ambassadors and state officer candidates need to be here in your reserved seat for the awards assembly tonight, no later than 7 o'clock. If you are both a competition winner and an ambassador, sit in your competition seat first, then move to your ambassador seat. Go to Maple Hill South Room 145 between 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. to cast your vote for the 2015-2016 state officers. That concludes our campaign rally. We will see you again tonight at the Activity Awards Assembly at 7:15 p.m. You are dismissed. Thank you.